queries. Joining in is Kunal Sarogi as well as Hemant Rustagi. Good afternoon, gentlemen. Thanks very much for joining in to answer our viewers' queries. We have our first caller already with us, and Sunita Prajapati calls in from Mumbai. Hi, Sunita.
Hi.
Hi, what's your question?
I have queries regarding L&T Finance. I'm holding 1,300 shares at for 72.50 paisa.
Okay.
So should I hold or sell it? My view is trading.
Okay, and okay, so you've recently bought it, I assume, then?
Yeah.
Okay, Kunal, she is clearly a trader. She's making a bit of a loss right now. What would you recommend her for, I think, 1 or 2 month time horizon?
Well, Sumera, if the idea is to trade in L&T Finance, I think there are better plays available. One play that I think that she could switch to is IDFC, which is breaking out as we speak. There are other players. LIC Housing Finance has done well. Diwan Housing Finance has done well. This has been a laggard in the NBFC space. So no point sticking with something that's not moving and you're not losing too much money. So my suggestion would be to to get out of this one and move to something that's got momentum.
All right, then. That's the view coming in on LIC Housing Finance. In fact, stock is up for you as well, holding with a gain of around 1.5%. But let's go to our next caller. Sophia Khan calls us from Jodhpur, and she has some investments in GMR. Hi, Sophia.
Hi.
जी, आपका सवाल क्या है?
जी, मेरे पास GMR इंफ्रा है 2000 कॉम्पिटिटिव 32 से.
ओके मैडम, और आप लॉन्ग टर्म इन्वेस्टर है कि शॉर्ट टर्म इन्वेस्टर है? आप 1 और साल के लिए रुक सकते हैं?
जी हाँ.
All right, Kunal, here's an investor. She's got quite a big quantity as well of GMR. She's got nearly around 2,000 shares. She's sitting on a loss of around 26,000 approximately. What should she do? I just asked her if she could hold on for a year. She says yes, but will that be of any good?
Well, although, Nigel, this is an underperforming stock that's underperformed both the Nifty as well as its pair set. So, of course, you would be better off if you switch out of this one. But I think you can definitely wait for a rally. If you look at the overall trend here, I think the stock, there's not much to lose here at 18 rupees. So hold on for some more time, and the stock might on a rally get to 21, 21.5. Those are good levels to exit the stock. Hold on for now.
Alright, that's the word on GMR Infra. Need to hold on. A lot of fundamental news flow also doing the rounds for these infra companies, so perhaps there could be some upside in store for sure. Up next, Shruti Rao writes to us from Bangalore. She says she has an SIP in the Kotak Gold Fund, and this SIP is about 2,000 rupees for that. So she wants to now know, should she remain invested because she has lost about 7,500 rupees already due to the recent dip in prices. Hemant, hi, good afternoon. I suppose this would be a very, very natural question for people to ask. But given that any potential upside in gold is a few months or even a few years away, should she just move out of this fund and shift to perhaps an equity fund?
Well, Sumera, if you really look at the current valuation of the portfolio that she has, I mean, she's lost around 7,500 rupees. Obviously, it reflects the fact that the gold prices have fallen down. But I think the decision whether to, continue investing in this fund, whether to hold on what she has already invested in that, would clearly depend on what is the objective of investing in that. If the objective is to accumulate gold over a period of time for a specific objective, maybe as a wedding gift to children or somebody in the family, then I think it makes sense to actually continue investing, because let's face it that the gold prices have fallen and there is a likely possibility that they will fall further. So I think if she continues to invest, she'll benefit from that. But if the SIP was started just because when the gold was doing very well, thinking that we'll make some money, then there is no specific time horizon, then I think it would make sense to actually stop this SIP and move this money out to some balanced fund or a well-diversified equity fund, provided she has another 5 to 7 years to invest this money.
All right, then. That's the view coming in, and that's some valid advice, in fact, coming in from Hemant. But in case you want to catch any of those views given by our analysts, you can simply log on to moneycontrol.com/CNBC-TV18. You'll get all the details there. Time to slip into a short break. When you come back, we'll focus on some more stocks, and we'll also answer your personal finance queries. Stay tuned. Welcome back to your stocks on CNBC TV 18. The mid-cap outperformance continues at this point of time. The Sensex as well is holding with a gain of roughly around 30 points. But the banking stock should come off for you. The Bank Nifty, in fact, that's higher by close to around 100 points. And that's been the big outperformer. But let's get to our next caller who's standing by, I think. Manoj Kumar calls us from Jaipur and he has investments in Reliance Capital. Hi, Manoj.
Hi, sir. Good afternoon. I have 20 shares of Reliance Capital at 63.60.
Okay.
I just want to know what is the outlook of this share and the company for the next 4 to 6 weeks, and if I want to keep it for another 6 months for long term, how it will perform.
All right, Kunal, that's a pretty clear query across to you. What do you think?
Well, I think it should definitely stay put, Nigel. The stock has really formed a base for itself on the charts and it's breaking out. So I think it can definitely get to 600 levels before the current move tires out. So there is substantial upside to be again from here. But one should be vigilant of stop losses investing in Reliance Capital at these levels. So I think put a stop loss at about 525, hold on to your positions. You might see 600 over the next 3 months to 6 months on this one.
All right, Manoj, that's the advice for you. Follow that strict stop loss, and if all goes well, you should see levels about 600. Next up, Ashok Kumar has called in from New Delhi. Hi, Ashok.
नमस्कार, वेलकम ऑन द लाइन।
ओके, बताइए आपका क्या सवाल है?
मेरा सवाल है कि अगर मार्केट नीचे जा रहा है तो गोल्ड नीचे क्यों?
लेकिन मार्केट तो नीचे नहीं जा रहा है।
एक कंपेयर किया जाता है तो अगर गोल्ड प्लस जाता है तो मार्केट माइनस जाता है। अक्सर ये देखा गया मार्केट को हम जब से वॉच कर रहे हैं तब से यही देखा जा रहा है।
नहीं अशोक जी, ये तो सही है कि इनवर्स कोरिलेशन होता है रिस्क एसेट्स में, लेकिन मार्केट तो इस बार नीचे बिल्कुल नहीं जा रहे हैं। बट लेट मी हैंड ओवर योर क्वेश्चन टू आवर एक्सपर्ट हेमंत। ही सेज ही इज बॉट गोल्ड about 20,000 rupees worth of gold investments he has. I suppose it's going to be a similar advice, but he wants to know now what he should do.
Well, Ashok ji, definitely जैसा आपने कहा, जैसा सुबैरा ने भी बताया आपको, इक्विटी मार्केट और गोल्ड में डेफिनेटली एक इनवर्स रिलेशनशिप होता है। जब भी मार्केट में रिस्क एपेटाइट होता है तो इक्विटी मार्केट में काफी पैसा जाता है, तो उस समय पे इन्वेस्टर जो है वो गोल्ड बेचते हैं और उसका जो रिफ्लेक्शन हमको उनके प्राइस में दिखता है, जैसा हम अभी देख भी रहे हैं कि इक्विटी मार्केट में काफी पैसा जा रहा है और गोल्ड में पैसा नहीं जा रहा है, तो गोल्ड गिर रहा है। ऐसे ही जब ऐसा समय होता है जब लोगों को रिस्क नहीं लेना है तो गोल्ड प्राइस ऊपर जाता है, तभी मार्केट जो है वो सबड्यूड रहता है। इसीलिए हमेशा इंपॉर्टेंट है किसी भी इन्वेस्टर के लिए कि आप एसेट एलोकेशन मॉडल को फॉलो करें, यानी आपके पोर्टफोलियो में डिफरेंट एसेट क्लासेस होनी चाहिए, गोल्ड, डेट, इक्विटी। लेकिन इंपॉर्टेंट चीज ये है कि उनका जो लेवल है वो एप्रोप्रिएट होना चाहिए। ये देख के नहीं डालना है क्योंकि आज गोल्ड अच्छा कर रहा है या इक्विटी अच्छा कर रहा है या डेट अच्छा कर रहा है। आपकी जो जरूरत है या आपका जो रिस्क प्रोफाइल है, आपका कितना समय है, वो देख के अगर आप एसेट एलोकेशन करेंगे तो आप देखेंगे कि जनरली ऐसा एडवाइस किया जाता है कि 5 से 10% पैसा जो है आपका वो गोल्ड में होना चाहिए। अगर ऐसा आपने किया है तो आप चाहें तो बने भी रह सकते हैं। ये बात सही है कि गोल्ड प्राइस आगे जाके भी काफी सबड्यूड रहेंगे, उसमें बहुत ज्यादा अप्रिसिएशन के चांसेस नहीं है, लेकिन कुछ पोर्टफोलियो का हिस्सा गोल्ड में बना के आप डेफिनेटली रख सकते हैं। लेकिन अगर काफी ज्यादा आपका एक्सपोजर है तो डेफिनेटली कम करने का समय है।
Alright then, that's some good advice coming in there. But let's pull up a couple of other stocks. Something like Tourism Finance. That stock, in fact, was higher by nearly around 8%. Currently, it's moving to a gain of around 11%. Or Tourism Finance is the stock that I'm talking about. But let's slip into a short break. When you come back, we'll continue focusing on a lot more stocks as well as some personal finance queries. Stay tuned.
Markets have loved the policy. The stock markets were quite good, right? And I think Northblock, I mean, it is, Mr. Chetli has very clearly said it is the imperative of the Reserve Bank of India, Governor publicly has said it, to take and decide on monetary policy. And the Governor has said that I am ready to reduce rates, but I want to have a look at the fiscal deficit.
लीजिए।
Welcome back to your stocks on CNBC TV 18. Let's get to our next caller who's standing by. Ahmed calls us from Raipur and he has some investments on TVS Motors. Hi Ahmed.
Yes sir.
Hi, how can we help you?
सर मुझे ये पता करना है कि टीवीएस मोटर में जो है क्या टारगेट के साथ अपन बने रह सकते हैं, जो हमारी ये बाइंग है 260 रुपए की है, लास्ट टाइम हमने लिया तो जैसे एक हाई लिया था 70 के आसपास का, तो उससे पहले लिया था, फिर मैं निकला नहीं क्योंकि मल्टी बैगर बताया जा रहा है इसे। तो आगे क्या इसमें संभावना है, कहाँ तक अपन रुक सकते हैं?
ऑल राइट अमित जी, कंग्रेचुलेशंस, आप काफी प्रॉफिट में है। आपका टाइम होराइजन क्या है? आप एक और साल के लिए रुक सकते हैं?
जी जी, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है।
All right, Kunal, let me come across to you. He's bought it at 207. I remember the stock when it was even sub 100. So even after such a big rally, he had the confidence, went ahead, bought it at around 207. It's currently at the high point of the day, 250 plus. What should he do? 1 year time horizon.
Well, I think he should definitely stay invested, Nigel. It's got a great trajectory. It's been an outperformer, and there's no real reason to doubt the uptrend at these levels. I think there is a bit of resistance around 260, but if the stock manages to get past that, I think even 300 is possible. So you should definitely hold on. But remember to put a stop loss, and since you are a longer-term investor, I would give you a liberal stop loss at about 230. Hold on. I think 260 is definitely on the cards for this one.
Yeah, that's true actually. I mean, just this morning there's a massive upgrade that has come in from Bank of America. So, Emergy, there's a big thumbs up for your stock. Remain invested and you could see higher levels for sure. Pankaj Kumar, in the meanwhile, has called us from Haryana with a query. Hi, Pankaj.
Hi, good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. What's your question? Pankaj, बताइए आपका क्या सवाल है?
मैम, मैं म्यूचुअल फंड इन्वेस्टर हूँ।
ठीक है।
मेरी 15,000 पर मंथ की इनकम है।
ओके।
मेरे 2 SIP चल रहे हैं 1,000 के। एक SIP मेरी चल रही है ICI फोकस्ड ब्लू चिप में, और एक चल रही है मेरी रिलायंस इक्विटी अपॉर्चुनिटी में।
ठीक है।
मैं 2,000 और अपनी बढ़ाना चाहता हूँ SIP।
ओके।
और मुझे ये भी कंफर्म करना है कि क्या ये SIP में कंटिन्यू जो मैं ऑलरेडी चला रहा हूँ रिलायंस या ICI, वो मेरी ठीक है? मेरा नजरिया 5 ईयर्स का है। हो सकता है मे बी 10 ईयर्स हो, 15 हो, 20 भी हो सकता है, लेकिन मिनिमम मेरी इन्वेस्टमेंट मैंने 5 ईयर्स की सोच की हुई है।
अच्छा, तो अभी आपका कोई गोल है जिसके लिए आपने ये इन्वेस्टमेंट या ये निवेश किया?
सेविंग के लिए किया हुआ है, फ्यूचर टाइम में। और यंग जनरेशन है मैम, तो आखिर फ्यूचर के लिए तो कुछ ना कुछ सेविंग तो होनी चाहिए। वैसे मेरा 2 लाख मेरा सेविंग अकाउंट में भी मेरा डिपॉजिट है।
ओके, ठीक है पंकज, हम अपने एक्सपर्ट से पूछते हैं। हेमंत, ही इज ऑलरेडी सेविंग अबाउट 2,000 rupees in the 2 SIPs, Reliance Equity Opportunity and ICICI Focused Blue Chip. He wants to double this investment, but should he remain invested in the same funds or should he perhaps go for new funds? And if you could answer in Hindi, please.
देखिए पंकज, एक तो जो आपने स्ट्रैटेजी चुनी है SIP के द्वारा इन्वेस्ट करने की, वो बिल्कुल सही स्ट्रैटेजी है, क्योंकि एक तरह से वो आपके इन्वेस्टमेंट प्रोसेस में एक डिसिप्लिन लेके आती है। आप एक फिक्स अमाउंट, फिक्स डेट को और एक प्री डिटर्मिन्ड जो फंड है उसके अंदर इन्वेस्ट करने की कमिटमेंट करते हैं, जो किसी भी एसेट क्लास में इन्वेस्ट करने के लिए बिल्कुल सही है, स्पेशली जब आप इक्विटी में इन्वेस्ट करते हैं, क्योंकि यहाँ पे काफी वॉलेटिलिटी देखी जाती है। तो आप अगर रेगुलरली और लंबे समय के लिए इन्वेस्ट करेंगे तो आपको एवरेजिंग का फायदा भी होगा। तो आपकी जो स्ट्रैटेजी है वो बिल्कुल सही है। दोनों के दोनों जो फंड आपने चुने हैं वो काफी अच्छे हैं। ऐसे फोकस ब्लू चिप, जैसा कि नाम से पता चलता है, ये ब्लू चिप कंपनीज में इन्वेस्ट करते हैं। इसकी स्ट्रैटेजी थोड़ी सी डिफरेंट है, क्योंकि ये पैसा जो है वो कंसंट्रेटेड बेट लेते हैं, यानी 25 के करीब स्टॉक लेते हैं, जो लेकिन इसका जो परफॉर्मेंस ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड है वो काफी अच्छा है। वैसे ही रिलायंस इक्विटी अपॉर्चुनिटी भी काफी अच्छा फंड है, जिसमें 60-70% पैसा जो है वो मिड कैप में है, वो बाकी लार्ज कैप में है। तो एज ए कॉम्बिनेशन दोनों फंड अच्छे हैं। जैसा मैंने कहा, परफॉर्मेंस भी अच्छी है। तो जो आपको एडिशनल पैसा डालना है 2,000 पे, वो इन दोनों फंड में आप 1,000 करके बांट दीजिए, क्योंकि कुल इन्वेस्टमेंट आपकी 4,000 है और दोनों के उसमें 2 फंड मुझे लगता है आपके लिए पर्याप्त होंगे।
All right. Thanks so much, Hemant, for all that advice. But Kunal, any disclosures?
Well, the stocks that we spoke about, Nigel, my clients or my family, no one connected to me has got any positions in those stocks.
All right, Kunal, thanks so much for joining in, helping us with all those stock queries. Thanks, Hemant, as well, for solving all those PF queries. And with that, it's a wrap on the show. Do remember, if you have any stock queries, you can log on to Money Control, post your query there. You can also log on to Money Control message board and put your query there as well. Stay tuned. Closing bell comes up next.